Hello friends, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a fan or a subscriber, welcome back. Thank you for the patronage. Today I'm going to be talking about the book of Daniel and our Daniel's court tales, accommodation, or resistance literature. Not much else I need to say, so let's get on with the video. Lee Humphreys wrote an article in 1973 that basically asserted that Esther and Daniel 1-6 were accommodationist literature that reassured the Jews that they could participate in imperial customs and lifestyles without compromising their identity as Jews. However, Smith Christopher disagrees. He interprets the narratives as stories warning against the diaspora assimilating both culturally and spiritually into the foreign empire. He insists that the book's perspective is openly hostile to the foreign authority. Interpreting Daniel through an anti-colonialist view, he reads the book as unapologetic resistance literature. This perspective has prevailed in recent years, with proponents pointing out that Daniel presents the kings as obtuse and easily manipulated. However, both approaches fail to consider the complex relationship between the imperial power and the colonized. The subjugated people may use the intellectual and literary devices of the dominant culture, but they do not simply appropriate them. Rather, they hybridize them, trying to leave room for their own agency. On the other hand, imperial powers often don't have the kind of strength to overthrow and ignore the culture of the colonized. Instead, the imperial power will use the subjugated people's symbols as a way to legitimate their authority. Thus, they accept that their constructions of reality have limits. Since such cultural negotiations exist, it is vital to the understanding of the court tales of Daniel 1-6. Although Jews did hybridize the court tale genre, they rarely broke its commitment to showing that the court resolves moral conflicts. However, they did add ethnic and religious tensions to the mix. The Danielic court tales also add theology to the genre, reflecting on the relationship between divine and human sovereignty. In using this technique, Jews asserted that ultimate power belongs to the Jewish God, not the imperial state. This appears to be resistance literature, yet it also served to legitimize the imperial state's power. This stabilized imperial rule, as it showed that only the Jewish God could allow a foreign power to rule over his people, as ultimate sovereignty belongs to him alone. An important question is whether or not Nebuchadnezzar and Darius actually said what the authors of Daniel claim they said about the Jewish God. Most scholars agree that the proclamations are a product of Jewish imagination. Why is this so important? Persian kings claimed to have the backing of the Persian god Ahura Mazda. In Babylon, kings claimed that they were backed by Babylonian god Marduk. After Cyrus conquered Babylon, he put the Cyrus cylinder under the city wall, in which he claims that Marduk, the Babylonian god, chose him to rule over Babylon. Even though Persian kings could have extended this practice to legitimate their rule over the Jews, no outside evidence corroborates the proclamation claimed in Ezra and 2nd Chronicles. Yet such assertions would benefit all involved. It allowed subjugated people to keep their dignity while at the same time securing imperial rule. However, there is one thing that throws this compromise into another light: Nebuchadnezzar's dream and Daniel 2. In this dream, where 4 empires are represented, the writers assure the Jews that they will not be subject to foreign powers forever because God will reclaim his right to rule over them. You can look in Daniel 2 for more information if you want, but basically this is the dream featuring the statue that represents the 4 kingdom scheme: Babylon, Media, Persia, and Greece. Therefore, we know that it couldn't have been written any earlier than the early Seleucid period. The Seleucid period postdated Alexander, and the empire existed between 312 and 63 BCE. Well, friends, that's it for today. If you like this kind of content, hit the like button, press the subscribe button, and if you would like to know when I come out with new content, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. Don't forget to leave comments. I love hearing from you. My Twitter, Discord, email, and PayPal links are in the description, along with the source I used for this video. Keep learning and searching for truth. Here are a few videos from the library. If you have not watched them yet, go ahead and watch them and tell me what you think. Until next time, friends, goodbye.